Good evening and welcome, folks, to Game 2 of our Tuesday slate of PIHANA action. We have two teams that just played last night north of the border in Ottawa. These two teams travel now down to New York City. I'm Les Talk with you here, and we are at center ice ready to go. Clarkson against the Flame at center ice. Puck is dropped and we are off and running here in New York. Ottawa coming up with the win last night. A 6-3 winner, just getting their second win on the early season here. Puck will be brought in offsides as it just left the zone as Breckenridge tried to pull it back across the line. So now these teams get ready to go to battle once again here. We'll have both backup goalies in net today. It'll be Otto Anderson in net for New York and Alonzo Cabrera in net for the Mounties. Can the Mounties pick up a second straight win? Can New York, with the Minnesota loss earlier today, see if they can hop even closer to that second place spot? And a stop there by Cabrera. Good opportunity for Jamie Ryba in front. Breckenridge trying to skate through. He'll get to the blue line and flip in. It'll come across to Clarkson. Clarkson will get it up to Ryba. Ryba tries to drag across. He'll be hit by Blaha. The Flame up to Vico. Abraham Vico. He'll be hit hard by Holenbeck. Holenbeck now gets it away to Kovalov. He'll get it up to Heinonen. Rayo Heinonen across the blue line. Stops. Tries to feed it through. It'll be Westbrook. Shot gets blocked in front by Barron. And then a shoulder save there by Cabrera. Puck is loose in the corner. They'll continue to battle away. Kuznetsov skates away for New York. Keeps it in the zone. Walks down the wall. Gets it poked away. Sundstrom going to be guilty of a slash there, though. That's what left the puck free for a second. Oh, no, it's McNevin. Excuse me. I thought it was Sundstrom there. So McNevin, who had a hat trick in the first period yesterday against this same New York Empire, starts the game off here with a slash there and on the hands of Kuznetsov. So New York looking to see if they can get out to an early lead. Yesterday they gave up 4 goals in the first to Ottawa, and after that actually outplayed the Mounties in my estimation, but at that point it didn't really matter. Slap shot will go wide by Holenbeck. So see if New York can get off to a better start here today than they did against Ottawa last night. Puck will be flipped all the way down by Vessel. It'll be Holenbeck on it for New York. Godfrey Holenbeck feeds it up to Barron. Barron across the red line, enters the zone. Barron feeds to Kovalov, and his puck tipped to him front, and then Belay comes away with it and will get it out of the zone. Good opportunity there for New York, down low, but unable to jam it home. Past the goaltender, Alonzo Cabrera. Puck is intercepted there. Sundstrom, he'll be hit hard in the New York zone. Paul go up the boards to McIntyre now at center ice. McIntyre tries to drag through, and it'll be knocked off his stick by Shavakowski, and Ottawa will get it out. 45 seconds left here on the power play. Vessel, the first one down there. Vessel feeds it back to Belay. Belay will lose the puck. Vessel able to skate onto it. They'll feed it back to Belay over to Shavakowski. Shot kicked away by Anderson. Good opportunity for Vlad Shavakowski. Vessel now behind the net. They'll feed it in front. Oh, and the one-timer goes wide. Couldn't tell. Is that Belay that tried to sneak down there? Still, it was Markov, I believe. Go Markov with an opportunity, and it goes wide. But that will kill off this initial penalty. So Bobby McNevin out of the box joins action here, and he'll pick up the puck. He'll try to feed it in front. Try to get it to Markov, and it was picked off. They'll go on the attack the other way. Puck will be turned back the other way. Barron gets the puck taken there, and Sundstrom now. He'll skate, get it over to McNevin. Bobby McNevin pressed to the boards there near the red line. Puck is split back up. It'll be Kovalov. Kovalov will be hit there. Abraham Vico now. He'll go cross ice to Shavakowski to McNevin. Bobby McNevin across the red line and dumps in. Godfrey Holenbeck on it. He'll be pressed to the boards there. Kicks it to the opposite corner. It'll come to Emil Barron. Barron will get it up to McIntyre. McIntyre hit at the red line. Puck comes free to Blaha. They'll continue to dig away at it. Paul now over to McIntyre, and they'll be in offside. As Paul, after he dug the puck free, was bumped in over the line and couldn't reestablish outside the zone. So now a neutral zone face-off here, 13:03 left here in the first, still scoreless between the Mounties and the Empire. Blaha going to be pressed to the boards there. They'll dig away in the Ottawa zone. Nash away with it. Nash, glove, saved by Cabrera. What a save by the goaltender there. Great opportunity for Sebastian Nash as he skates down unimpeded, but unable to beat Alonso Cabrera there. Face-off will be won by New York. Crew flips it in deep. LaFlame on it. He'll go off the boards, up to Breckenridge. Breckenridge being watched there. Flips it over to Vico, and it's stopped there by Anderson. A stick save all the way to the corner. Vico now back with it. In front, to the back, and he scores! And Vico gets the scoring started here for the Mounties. 1-0 right at the 12-minute mark here, the first period. New York finds themselves down 1-0 yet again to this Ottawa Mounties team. Let's see if they can make sure to not make it a 2-0, 3-0, 4-0 game like last night as Ottawa dominated that first period. Blaha will skate back into his own zone. He'll get it up ice to Knowles, over to McNeil. McNeil over to Franks. Franks will turn. He'll lose the puck for a second, now get bumped off. Franks watched by Michelson. Franks pressed to the boards there. Now he'll look to get up ice. He'll get it over to Markov. Nico Markov across the red line. There's his zone. Hit hard there. Puck will be flipped in. It'll be Romainders. Gil Romainders kicks it up the boards. It's loose in front. Poke check by Anderson. And there's going to be a penalty here. Touched up finally by Ottawa there, so they will take another penalty. It'll be Nico Markov this time. Clarkson against Schneider now. Clarkson able to tie up on the draw and kick it back. Ryback gets the shot blocked. Westbrook down low, and it'll be stopped by Cabrera. 9 seconds gone here on the power play. We're here at the Geico Center in New York City. Beautiful New York City. A city so nice they named it twice. The Empire looked to get a home win against the visiting Ottawa Mounties. They're in an international matchup here. Puck is loose in the Ottawa zone. Still loose. Not really controlled, and now Shavkovsky able to get a grip on it and get it all the way down. Ryba up to Clarkson. Clarkson tries to come across, and Shavkovsky knocks him off the puck. Sharev will get it all the way out. Nicholas Sharev bounced that puck off the inboards, and now New York on the attack. It's Clarkson with a heavy hit there. He'll now head to the bench, probably down to the dressing room. Westbrook in front. He scores! He's able to sneak it short side past Alonso Cabrera, so Westbrook all alone in front. And no Mountie able to converge on the puck, and Westbrook dumps it past. Although Caesar Clarkson right back out there. We just saw him limp to the bench, and now he's back out there for the Empire. Sly Kovalov will get it poked away. Armando with it. He'll go cross ice to McNevin. 9 minutes left here in the first period. So a power play goal by Tito Westbrook gets the fans on their feet, gets them excited here. Oh, it's loose in front. Armando behind the net. Sundstrom can't get a shot away at the side of the cage. Holenbeck now up ice to Kovalov. Sly Kovalov continues. Will carry to the corner. Flips it in front. Hennanen over to Ryba. Ryba can't get a shot away. Puck is loose. McIntyre will have it. He'll go behind the net. Bumped by Belay. Comes up to Ryba. And Ryba will get bumped off there. Abraham Vico, the goal scorer for Ottawa. Loses it to Kovalov. McIntyre now being watched there. He'll be hit hard by Alois Woodard. Woodard gets it over to Belay. Belay to LaFlame. Oh, and a big hit there by Sly Kovalov on Marco LaFlame. McIntyre had the puck for a second, but now it comes loose into the New York zone. Ryba trying to get around Belay, and he bumps him off the puck. Had a good path there, did Ryba, but a good defensive play by Peter Belay. And now in, Woodard will take it away there. Woodard gets it up ice to Vico. Abraham Vico across the red line, enters the zone. Abraham Vico bumped off the puck there. Continues. Now McNeil down low to Breckenridge, and it's denied by Anderson. A great opportunity. Breckenridge tries to deflect or just sort of bat that one home. Unable to. Otto Anderson with a good stop there. 6 minutes left here in the first period. All square. One apiece here in the first. Lindholm gets it up to Michelson. Michelson to be bumped off the puck. Knowles tried to keep it in, but it'll be offsides on the Mounties. Face off now between Nash and McNeil. McNeil able to win it back. Slavic will go cross ice to Knowles. Knowles will be hit hard there against the boards. Edmund Paul now up ice. Still in his own zone, now gets it out to Nash. Nash enters the Ottawa zone. Cuts to the middle. DiFolino. Shot just goes wide. Great opportunity for Tony DiFolino. Tony McNeil now. He'll stop. Get it over to Knowles. Knowles will lose the puck. Puck is still loose at the New York blue line, and now McNeil will retreat to the red line and now go on the attack. Look down to the zone. He'll be hit by Paul right as he releases the puck. Lindholm with it. Lindholm tries to poke it in front. Unable to. Joseph Michelson to the blue line. Gets it over to Westbrook. Westbrook shot. Blockered away. Cabrera will hold that one. So an opportunity there for Westbrook to get his second of the game. And he is denied by Alonzo Cabrera. Face-off coming now. It'll be Westbrook against Schneider. 4:07 left here. New York dominating in the face-off circle. Paul with the slap shot goes wide. Schneider now on it. Luke Schneider flips it up. It'll be Sharev. Nicholas Sharev across the blue line. He knocked off his stick. Puck loose there, and Kuznetsov will have it. Alexei Kuznetsov curls behind the net. Looks to get it up ice. He'll get it up to Westbrook. Westbrook will be hit there. It'll go in deeper to Franks. Carl Franks now up ice to Vesla. Alexander Vesla. Looking for room. He'll retreat back. Get it to Sharev in front. Denied by Anderson. Great stop there by Otto Anderson. He's able to basically kill the puck with his chest and then get on top of it for the whistle. 2:42 left here in the first. Still 1-1. Goals by Vico and Westbrook for the teams respectively. McNevin in front. Shot goes way wide. Sundstrom trying to battle for it in the corner. It'll come free to McNevin. Puck is still loose. Sundstrom now behind the net. Gets it up to Armando. He'll go down to Sundstrom behind the net. Hollenbeck will pick that one off as he was looking for McNevin. Jimmy Krause now. He'll flip it and it'll go out of play. It hits off that corner board there at the benches. So now face-off coming. LaFlame against McIntyre. And it will be New York that ends up with control of it inside the Ottawa zone. LaFlame back to Hennanen. Down low to Krause. McIntyre in the slot. Glove by Cabrera. So great opportunity there as McIntyre in that high slot tried to pick his corner, and Cabrera able to come up with the stop. Face-off now. Clarkson again against the Flame. 90 seconds left here in the first period. Clarkson able to win it back to Hennanen. Ryba skates into the middle. He'll be knocked off the puck. Breckenridge trying to clear. Unable to. Franks will turn back. He'll get it up to Breckenridge. Breckenridge will go on the attack with Franks. 3 wide here. Vico. Shot just goes wide. Tried to beat him. Low blocker. Unable to on that attempt was Vico. Blaha gets the puck up to Vico to Breckenridge. The Flame now. Trying to cut through. Breckenridge had it. Lost it to Hollenbeck. Puck is loose as Breckenridge seemed to be stung there a little bit. Franks gets it back to Shavikoski. 4 seconds left. Last opportunity for Ottawa. He scores! It's Marco LaFlame! What a shot, what a goal, right as the first period is about to come to an end. Shavikoski and Franks going to come up with the assists on the play as Marco LaFlame puts a flamethrower right by Otto Anderson to end the period. 2.9, here's the draw. Comes to Ottawa, and that will do it for the first period. So what an ending there as Ottawa gets that second goal on the board to take a 2-1 lead into the second period. We'll take that intermission with the players here. We'll be back with you for the start of the second period from New York. Hello, folks, and welcome back. We are ready to go here for the second period from New York. Ottawa with a goal at the last 2 seconds of the period from that centerman right there, Marco LaFlame, able to get the lead. So they lead 2-1 as we start the second period. Now Kovalov down low. goes off the side of the cage, pops up in the air, ends up behind there. And now it's up to LaFlame. LaFlame across the blue line. Being watched there by a couple of Empire. He'll be pressing the boards. Breckenridge gets it back to the point to Franks. Down low to Vico. One-timer. And it's denied by Anderson. Puck is up to Kovalov. He'll be slashed there. So Franks is going to go for a slash once Ottawa is able to touch the puck up. Still unable to. Holenbeck tried to go down the boards, and it was a poor angle on the pass. So a slash coming up here to Carl Franks. Face off now, Sundstrom against McIntyre. Sundstrom able to win it back. Shavakowski goes off the glass and out. So big opportunity again here for New York. Their one goal on the evening has come from Tito Westbrook on the power play. So New York seeing if they can replicate that and get this back to an even score on the power play. Shot. Cabrera didn't really see it, look like. Came from the point in Kuznetsov, but he's able to get in front of that and knock it down and hold it there. Markov now will face off against McIntyre. Markov kicks it back. It'll be Slavic. He'll look to go out. And Barron will intercept. Barron will keep it in. Holenbeck down to Kovalov. One-timer, and it's blocked. Barron with a great opportunity. McIntyre behind the net puts it off the side of the cage. Kovalov, Holenbeck, he'll be bumped off the puck. Markov trying to get it out. Can't. Sent back in the zone. Sharev, he'll continue with it. He'll go back into the corner to Slavic, and he will get it out. Puck evades Edmund Paul down. He tried to kind of, soccer one-touch that and unable to there. Barron hit hard there at the red line. McIntyre now with the loose puck. He'll be able to enter the zone. Belay will go off the glass and out. Just 35 seconds left remaining on the power play for New York. As they sit trailing 2-1. Approaching 3 minutes gone here in the second period. McIntyre to Barron. Barron with an opportunity. Unable to get that pass across to Kovalov, who had a good chance swooping in. Ottawa able to clear it the full 200 feet. Holenbeck will be met there by Markov. Sharev with a chance. Comes weakly on net, and Anderson able to get a glove over that and hold for the whistle. Sundstrom again against Clarkson. This power play about to expire here for New York. Face off one by Sundstrom. Back to Shavakowski over to Blaha. Vesla now. Still with it. Shorthanded here for Ottawa. They are now back to even. Shavakowski pokes it away at the red line. Some of the forwards will go off for a change. They try to get a unit out here. Not their penalty kill anymore. Breckenridge goes cross-ice to Vico. They have their top line now out there. LaFlame will be bumped off the puck. Westbrook able to skate on it for New York. So New York unable to get something there on the power play. Still find themselves trailing 2-1 here at home. Blaha gets it up to Breckenridge. Breckenridge skating with speed, hit there by Kuznetsov. LaFlame now. He'll lose the puck. Alexei Kuznetsov will go for a skate. He'll try to enter the zone, get it sticked away at the dot. Kuznetsov to Heninen. Gets it over to Michelson. Now Ryba. He'll be the one that enters the zone. Ryba flips it behind the net, goes wide of its intended target, and Ottawa able to take it away and get it up ice. Breckenridge hit hard there by Lindholm. And then a big hit. Vico on Holenbeck. Vico on his backhand. Gets to the forehand, but then gets it knocked away. Lindholm now up to Ryba in the neutral zone. Puck knocked away there. It's loose at the Ottawa zone. They don't want to get called for too many men. So very cautious play there from the Mounties. It's still loose, and now Sundstrom comes free with McNevin. Sundstrom shot gets blocked. Lindholm up to Michelson. Michelson with a little bit of room decides to flip in. Franks, who took the penalty moments ago for Ottawa. Watch there, and now he'll be able to get it free. Sundstrom will send it in. First one back onto this Holenbeck. He'll look to get up ice. Gottfried Holenbeck up to Michelson. Michelson feeds it up to DiFolino. DiFolino, he'll be tripped up. So Franks, is that Franks again? Looked like it was. It is. So Carl Franks will sit again. Guilty of the trip here. McIntyre against Schneider now. 12 and a half minutes left here. McIntyre wins it back to Hennon in New York. looking to get things tied back up. They find themselves trailing by a goal here. Heinonen down low to Barron, backhand. Poke check there by Cabrera. Kovalov with it. He'll skate to the middle. It'll be knocked away. Kovalov with it. He'll lose it there. McIntyre out in front. Decides to flip it back to Heinonen. Full zone time for the first 30 seconds here for New York. McIntyre pressed to the boards there by Slavic. Belay will have it, and he'll be able to get it out. So first clear for Ottawa, and a much-needed clear. Press to the boards behind the play. Kuznetsov. McNeil, first one on it for Ottawa. And Kovalov able to pick it out of there. Puck comes free and exits the New York zone. Slavic on it for Ottawa. Belay tries to get it deep, and he'll turn it over. Kuznetsov now has McIntyre crash in the net. Feeds it back to the point with Ryba. Oh, and the shot actually comes on net. And Cabrera has to get a toe on that to keep it out. Kuznetsov will travel all the way back to get it for New York. He'll look to get it up ice, gets it to Ryba. Ryba hit hard there at the blue line. What a shot there. And it'll be offsides. Will be Holenbeck. So Vladan Slavic with a big hit there. Markov now will face off against Clarkson. It'll be a tie up there, and Sharev over to Blaha. Blaha tries to flip it deep, but he's denied there. Edmund Paul now for New York. Paul in, gloved by Cabrera, and he'll hold right there. 10:42 left. New York still on the power play. So again, they're looking to get things tied here. A late first period goal, about 2 seconds left on the clock when Marco Laflamme scored to give Ottawa this 2-1 lead. Paul over to Westbrook. Westbrook, the goal scorer here for New York tonight, gets denied there, and that's going to kill off the penalty there. Franks will return. So we slowly inch towards that middle of the game. Halfway point right there. Woodard up to McNevin. McNevin turns in his own zone. Looks to get it up to Armando. He does. Steven Armando will lose the puck. Gets it up to Nash. Sebastian Nash across the blue line. Gets it poked away. Woodard up to Armando. Armando decides to flip it in deep. And McNevin with speed gets down there. Sundstrom with a chance. And he's denied by Anderson. Lindholm gets it up to DiFolino. DiFolino will turn. He'll get it up to Michelson. Michelson turned over to Sundstrom. Gives cross ice to Armando, who decides to dump in. Paul pressed to the boards there by Sundstrom. Puck is kicked free. Nash will have it. Sebastian Nash goes cross ice, misses his target. Paul able to skate onto it. Michelson now across the blue line. Gets the puck knocked off his stick there. They'll continue to battle. Be Armando. Watched by Michelson. Alois Woodard now under 8 minutes left here in the second. 2-1 still for the Mounties. Sundstrom with a chance. Breckenridge denied by Anderson. Great opportunity for Alan Breckenridge, and he's denied by Otto Anderson. Laflamme will go up against Westbrook. Laflamme wins it back. It'll come to Blaha, to Franks, to Abraham Vico. He'll go behind the boards. It'll be Breckenridge. Up high to Laflamme. Clanks it off the iron, it looked like. Might have been off the crossbar there. Laflamme that close to his second goal of the game. Barron across the red line, flips in deep. First one back there on it is Franks. He's watched by Westbrook. Franks will be hit there. Kuznetsov loses the puck. Westbrook turns it over to Breckenridge. Over to Blaha, up to Franks. Franks gets it to Laflamme. Laflamme tries to drag across, and he'll lose it. Rayo Heinonen now. Heinonen gets it to Barron. Neil Barron enters his own. Down low. Kuznetsov, he scores! So a great passing play for New York. Sets up Alexei Kuznetsov with the goal there to get us back even 2-2. So we're just over 6 minutes left here in the second period. Face-off will be won by Schneider. Shavakovsky with it to Sharev. Turned over, McIntyre will flip in. Slavic the first one on it. Slavic on the attack. He'll get to the red line and get it over to Vesla. Vesla will have it knocked off his stick. Heinonen with it, gives it up to Kraus. Hit hard there. Vesla then hit hard by Holenbeck. Bowden will have it. Schneider tried to feed it across to Vesla. Puck is still free there. Kraus gets it up to McIntyre. Back to Bowden. Puck loose there. Bowden in. Shot denied by Cabrera. And he'll hold there. 4:36 left here in the second period. The Kuznetsov goal gets us back to even. Vico and Laflame, the goal scorers for Ottawa. Westbrook and Kuznetsov, the goal scorers for New York. Westbrook's goal coming on the power play as well. Now Ottawa the other way. Hit hard there. It'll be Romainders with a big hit. Marlon Crew now gets it over to Clarkson. Clarkson to Romainders. He'll almost turn it over. Gets it back to Crew, up to Kovalov. Kovalov across the red line. Enters the zone. Hit hard there by Slavic. Shavakovsky at the other end. Picks it up. Now Armando. Armando at the far boards. Being watched by a few Empire. He'll flip it back. McNevin gets it over to Armando. Steven Armando across the blue line. Enters the zone. Tries to flip it deep and he's denied. Sundstrom gets it up to Armando. Armando feeds across ice to Sundstrom. Opportunity down low and he can't jam that one away. Kovalov tries to get up the boards. Blaha picks it off. Sundstrom. McNevin. Blocker save by Anderson. 2.5 minutes left here in the second period. New York going on the attack, looking for their first lead of the game. Gets it back to DiFolino. Denied by Cabrera, and he'll hold right there. 2:15 left here in the second as we sit all square, 2 apiece here in the second period. Winding down. Only goal of the period so far belonging to Alexei Kuznetsov of New York. McNeil wins it back. It'll be Knowles on it. It'll be pressed to the boards by DiFolino. Kicked up the boards. Blaha the first one on it. Stretched past to Markov. Markov with a little bit of room. Watched by Lindholm. Markov still with it. Now it'll be taken away by Edmund Paul. Paul to Nash. Nash tries to feed a shot through. Oh, and then a good feed down low to DiFolino, and he's denied by Cabrera. Tony McNeil tried to get to the front. Oh, and a good another save there by Cabrera on Michelson. Back in front, they score! So just too much pressure there by the Empire, and this time it is Tony DiFolino on that back post. They had about 4 great opportunities moving that puck around that third line, and they finally cash one in. With a little over a minute left here in the second period, New York takes the lead. Their first lead of the game here. Vico will be bumped off the puck by Lindholm. Michelson decides to flip it in. Belay will have it back there. Belay presses the boards by Kuznetsov. Gets it up to Breckenridge. Breckenridge will go over to Woodard. Alois Woodard turns. Gets it up ice. It'll be Laflame with just 7 seconds left here. Vico, one more opportunity. 4 seconds. Vico to Breckenridge. One-timer, and it's denied by Anderson. He'll hold with 1.5. So almost the same thing we saw there at the end of the first. Ottawa with a late rush opportunity. Gets a good chance from Breckenridge, and it's denied by Anderson. Face-off won by New York, and that'll do it for the second period. So 2 goals in the last few minutes there of the second period give New York their first lead of the game, and a lead they will take into the third period. It is 3-2 New York. Here at the Geico Center, we're going to take our second intermission. Be back with you for the start of the third and final period from New York. All right, just a quick break, and we are right back out there, folks, ready for the third period. An exciting game here from New York. Clarkson and Laflame ready to go against each other in the dot. And the opening draw is won by New York to start this third period. Press to the boards there. Breckenridge will skate away. He'll be watched there by Clarkson. Stops up, gets it to Laflame. Laflame goes cross-ice to Franks. Breckenridge and Franks play catch. Blaha down to Breckenridge. Oh, and it's blocked away by Anderson. In front, Vico with a great opportunity, but he tips it wide. Kovalov pressed to the boards there by Breckenridge. Clarkson able to get it. Clarkson feeds it up to Heinonen. Rayo Heinonen now will go for a skate. He'll get the red line and dump in. First one back there on it is Franks. Pressed to the boards there by Ryba. Puck comes free. Clarkson up high to Holenbeck. Over to Heinonen. Rayo Heinonen down low to Clarkson. Shot goes wide. Blaha on it. Puck is loose there. Clarkson. Oh, and he'll be turned over. Franks with a great intercept there. So it looked like Kovalov had a great one-time opportunity. Vico loses the puck. He had it in front for a second. Franks now to the middle. Denied there. Clarkson will go up ice with Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov continues across the line, being watched by Blaha. Pressed to the boards there by Kazmir. And they'll continue to battle, and Blaha will be able to get it away. He'll get it up to Sundstrom. Steven Armando now. Feeds it to Sundstrom. Denied in front. Emil Barron up to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov knocked off his stick. Puck is loose there, right at the New York, or at the Ottawa line. Kuznetsov brings it in on sides, just barely though. They'll battle there, right next to the Ottawa bench, and now Armando gets away. Steven Armando being watched by Holenbeck. Feeds it to Sundstrom. Down low. Oh, McNevin had an opportunity but couldn't get the rebound. McNevin now gets to the front of the net. Sundstrom to Blaha at the point. Sundstrom on his backhand couldn't get a shot away. Puck still loose. Very free action right now. Not many stoppages here tonight as New York and Ottawa do battle again. The second game in as many nights between these two teams. DiFellino has the game winner at the moment. Gets that puck knocked away. And that puck will be flipped out of play. There's that first stoppage. We go about 5 minutes there without anything. Great action, just what the fans want to see. A lot of hockey, not a lot of whistles. 3-2 here in New York, under 5 minutes, or excuse me, over 5 minutes gone. In the third period, Ottawa looking to square things back up. This is New York's first lead of the game, and Ottawa would like to put an end to that. Here, Michelson in front, denied by Cabrera, and he'll hold right there. Again, these two teams played just last night in Ottawa, and the Mounties came away with a 6-3 victory over the visiting Empire. New York trying to get revenge for that game. See if they can do so here. Puck will be won by New York. Lindholm feeds it down to Michelson. He'll lose the puck. Now behind the net, Michelson. Press to the boards there by Slavic. It'll come free. Sharev gets it up ice. It'll be Alexander Vesla. Vesla still with it. Vesla hit hard there. And now Nicholas Sharev gets it up to Vesla. Vesla will turn. Tries to feed it over, and Michelson will pick that one off. Tony DiFellino flips it in. Puck will go deep. It'll be Slavic, the first one on it. Slavic looking to get up ice. He'll get it to Sharev. Sharev denied there at the red line. Puck is loose. Shavikoski with it. He'll turn at his own blue line. Puck is loose there. 12.5 minutes left here in the third period. Ottawa looking for that equalizer goal here in the third period. Becknell's with it. He'll get it up to McNeil. He'll lose it at the blue line. Puck is free. McIntyre gets obliterated there by Vladan Slavic. Shavikoski gets it up to McNeil. Up to Sharev. Sharev will throw it into the New York zone. Lindholm battles there with Knowles. McNeil gets it free. Goes back to Franks to Blaha. Shot gets blocked by Kraus. Puck is still loose. Blaha was in his skates, and now he's able to get control of it. Franks at the point. Tries to dump it down, and he'll be knocked off the puck there. Was Markov. Or excuse me, was Knowles. Jamie Ryba now. Ryba will get it up ice. Kovalov down low, denied by Cabrera. So a save there, 10:50 left here in the third period. New York leading 3-2 on the Tony DiFellino goal right at the end of the second period. No goals yet here, and as we approach the halfway point of this third and final period. Puck comes out of their own Ottawa now. Breckenridge, LaFlame still with it, carries, gets to the front, unable to get that second shot away. He got a first shot that was deflected, couldn't really get that second shot away. LaFlame back on it. He'll be watched there by Clarkson. Flips it up front to Blaha. Now Franks with it. Carl Franks will feed it up to Breckenridge. Breckenridge at center ice, able to get free. Over to LaFlame. Down low to Breckenridge, and it's broken up. What a play by Jamie Ryba on the back check. Kovalov attempts to dump in, and it's deflected by Blaha. LaFlame tries to drag through. He'll go to the boards. Blaha able to dig it free. A slap shot goes just wide. Kazimir Blaha with an absolute missile there. But it goes wide, and then he'll be tripped up. So I believe it's Alexei Kuznetsov that's going to go. Yep, Kuznetsov will go. He had the second goal of the evening for New York. Now he will sit for at most 2 minutes. If Ottawa's unable to get this even back up, as he trips up Blaha right there near the New York bench. No argument there on that play. Face-off will be won by New York, and they'll go off the glass and out. Blaha picks it up at the red line. Now Schneider will enter the zone. Luke Schneider over to Sundstrom. Down low, denied. Oh, and it was loose for a second in that blue paint, but Armando could not get a piece of it to jam it through past Otto Anderson. Peter Belay now with it. Belay will get it up ice. We'll go across to Blaha now. Armando tries to drag across. He'll lose the puck. tries to feed it back in front, and Hollenbeck picks that one off. It'll go to the corner. Hollenbeck had control of it, kicks it up the boards. Now Michelson will exit the zone with it. Trying to get back up ice quick. Sundstrom gets by Hollenbeck. Down low, Armando denied by Anderson. Steven Armando with it behind the net. Sundstrom tries to feed it out front to Schneider. Can't get there, and Anderson will hold right there. Flip out. It'll be 50 seconds left here in the third period. Or excuse me, on the power play. Armando gets it to Schneider just onside there. Armando with it. He'll feed it across to Belay. Belay gets it blocked away by Anderson. Belay, the defenseman now behind the net. Looking to create something. Gets it up front to Blaha. To Schneider, and it'll be denied. Hollenbeck able to clear it. We are under 7 minutes left here in the third period. New York standing tall defensively right now. See if they can do that for the final 6:45. Armando with it. Armando being watched by Michelson. Penalty is over. In front, Sundstrom denied there. Puck hops in the air. It's behind the net. Hollenbeck gets it up to his D partner, Hennanen. Rayo Hennanen tries to get it out, and it's denied. Armando, shot, blocked away. It'll go to the corner. Armando, the first one on it, watched by Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck takes it away for a sec. Armando hits Clarkson there. Armando will continue to skate in the corner. He'll be dug out by Kuznetsov. Vico will watch him there. The Flame comes over to hit Kuznetsov right as he gets the puck away. Under 5.5 left here. Vladan Slavic on it for Ottawa. He'll get it up ice to Breckenridge. Breckenridge turns, feeds it over to Belay. They'll go off the boards up to Vico. Vico will flip it down deeper into the corner. It'll be picked up by Lindholm to Paul to Ryba. Ryba comes in 1-on-3. He'll lose the puck. Ryba back with it. He'll go to the corner to Clarkson. They'll look to cycle. Can't get it down low though. The Flame will take that one away. Loose puck comes near, just wide of Cabrera there. The Flame now will pick it up. Under 4 here for Ottawa. They need the equalizer to pick up at least a point here today. Puck will be taken away. Kovalov tries to feed it to the front, and Slavic will take it away. The Flame with it. He'll enter the zone. Watched there by Lindholm. He'll take it away. Emil Barron gets the red line and dumps in. Shavakowski gets it up to Vesla. Vesla over to LaFlame. LaFlame drags across. Continues with the puck. Barron will have it. Neil Barron gets it up to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov across the blue line. Kuznetsov stops. And now Franks will take it. Vesla 2.5 now. Left here in the third. Great defense by New York. And I think most importantly, they've been aggressive. They've been in Ottawa's zone, not allowing Ottawa, I should say, to get set up offensively to build any sort of momentum. Vesla and Paul will battle there. Barron now tries to come free. It'll be back to Westbrook, to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov will shoot it wide. Picked up behind the net. Barron Kuznetsov tries to stuff it home. And Cabrera gets it free to Sharev. We approach a minute left here in the third period. Ottawa trailing by a goal. They are having a tough time even getting through the neutral zone at this point. Sharev finally enters the New York zone and then turns it over. So New York with a clinic here so far, but a turnover. Puck is free. And New York able to take it away. McIntyre will dump it in deep. Ottawa needs to get something going so they can get Cabrera out of that net. Franks up to Shavakowski. There goes Cabrera. Shavakowski. Shot gets blocked to the corner. Schneider on it. Schneider behind the net will continue with it. He'll go back up to Breckenridge at the point. Breckenridge shot gets blocked. Schneider now. Schneider stopped by Anderson. And he'll glove that one. 27.4. Ottawa trailing 2-3 here on the road. Bobby McNevin, one of their key weapons, though very slow to get up on that last bit of action. He'll skate gingerly to the bench. And it looks like he's going to stay there at the bench, not go back to the dressing room. But it clearly looks like he is hurt there on the bench. Face off now, it'll be LaFlame against McIntyre. Big draw here. LaFlame wins it back to Blaha. Vico feeds it back to Frank. Shot gets blocked to the corner. McIntyre on it now. LaFlame. Breckenridge over to Vico. Denied by Anderson. Anderson keeps the play going. Kalen Bowden now. Bowden just trying to get it out of the zone. He'll be tripped up. So a penalty there by the Mounties. It is Marco LaFlame, and that should just about put a pin in this game here. Face off now here to the right of Cabrera. He's back in net. Clarkson wins it back. Pulling back down to Clarkson. Denied there. 10 seconds left. And New York with possession and the lead. As it looks like New York with 5 seconds turns it over there. Woodard gets it out. But that is going to seal it. The New York Empire here at home pick up the win over the Ottawa Mounties. So a heartbreaking loss for the Mounties as they have the lead until the very last minutes, last seconds of the second period, and are unable to get the equalizer here in the third. So New York with a big win here. We're going to let you enjoy these highlights here. We'll be back with you for the start of our post-game coverage right after this. Hello folks, we are back here for the post-game coverage of the New York Empire's 3-2 win over the visiting Ottawa Mounties, avenging the loss they had just last night in Ottawa. Take a look at some of the team stats here. Not many shots on goal at all in this game. Ottawa comes away with 18, New York with just 25, so not many shots on goal. I think most of that actually coming in the first period. Hits though, two very physical teams here. Ottawa with 40, New York 32. Face-offs go in the favor of New York as well with 22-14. Penalties, Ottawa taking 5, New York only taking 1. New York with the only power play goal by Tito Westbrook here tonight, and no short-handed goals on the board. We'll take a peek at the home team first. Tito Westbrook and Alexei Kuznetsov come away with 2 points, a goal and an assist each. And then our single point getters, we have Tony DiFellino with the goal, and then Jamie Ryba, Sebastian Nash, Emil Barron, and Joseph Michelson, all with an assist here tonight. So no points for Clarkson, Holenbeck, Paul, Hennanen, Lindholm, Kovalov, Romainders, Crew, Kraus, Bowden, and McIntyre. Lindholm and Paul with a +1 there at the bottom. Kovalov, Romainders, Crew, all a -1, as well as Clarkson. And then a +1 also to Westbrook, Kuznetsov, and Barron. And then Jamie Ryba there at the top with a minus there. Shots leaders, Westbrook with 4. Not going to be many. 4 might be. Yep, 4 is going to be the number. 3 for Kuznetsov, Ryba, and DiFellino. And then a few more with 2 as well. Hits. Heavy to Gottfried Holenbeck with 10. Paul and Hennanen with 4 each. Lindholm with 5. Sly Kovalov comes up with 3 big hits. But it is Gottfried Holenbeck again with the 10 there to dominate that category. Our goalie tonight, Otto Anderson, didn't have to do a lot. Only 18 shots faced. He comes up with 16 saves for an .889 save percentage, as he allows 2 of them to sneak past him here tonight. But he does come away with the win, which is most important in this case. Now to Ottawa. Our only 2-point getter is Marco Laflame with a goal and an assist tonight. Abraham Vico with a goal, and then assists to Breckenridge, Franks, and Shavakowski. Breckenridge and Vico with a +2, and Laflame with a +1. Vesla, Markov there, -1s, along with McNeil, Sharev, and Knowles. Our no-point getters here tonight, we have Sundstrom, Blaha, Slavic, Vesla, Markov, Schneider, Woodard, McNevin, McNeil, Armando, Sharev, Knowles, and Ballet. Shots leaders, again, only 18 shots on net. So 4 to Vico and Sundstrom going to lead the way. Breckenridge with 3. It's been a while since Breckenridge has scored a goal. I'll check on that stat here at the end of this game. Our hits leaders, though, Breckenridge with 6, Blaha 9, Slavic 8. So heavy hitting again out of that Mounties. 4 there at the bottom for Sharev, but 9 and 8 for Blaha and Slavic. Shavakowski comes away with 4, Vico and Sundstrom 3, and Alan Breckenridge with 6. Then the goaltending, Alonso Cabrera, similar to Anderson, was not tested a ton. I actually thought he played pretty well, only giving up 3 goals on 25 shots for an .880 save percentage for the goaltender. Now we'll take a peek at some of the goals here from tonight. See what we are able to see. In the first period, they are going to let us see that Laflame goal. Set up here, Laflame just sort of blisters this one right past Otto Anderson right as the period's about to end, so they enter, and Laflame right over the glove of Otto Anderson. Actually, it might have been low glove that he went on him. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like it. I couldn't quite tell. The camera sort of jumps on you there. Let's see if this gives us any idea. Yeah. I'd like to see something from the back. Here we go. Yeah, so just kind of right over the glove. It's about mid. Kind of right about where that elbow and his bicep is. So that's the only goal from the first period that we're able to see. And in the second period, the Kuznetsov goal for New York. Puck is put in front, and Kuznetsov able to have the presence of mind to get it on his stick here to the forehand, as Cabrera out of position, kind of expecting Kuznetsov to just continue to glide and go with the backhand. But he's able to beat Cabrera with the presence of mind that once he picks up the puck here, he gets right to the forehand and tucks it by Alonso Cabrera. And then DiFolino with the game winner here tonight on that back post. You'll see it on the right side here, fits in and gets it in between the blocker and the pad of Alonso Cabrera there to beat him. Here we'll see the play coming from the corner. DiFolino fits down. Just an easy pass over there. Blaha a little late trying to recover to that position, and DiFolino buries it past Alonso Cabrera. So that's going to do it for our coverage here from New York. Again, we have one more game coming up here tonight. It will be Boston hosting the Toronto Royals for our nightcap here on a Tuesday night of PIHANA action. So I am Les Talk. It has been a joy to be with you here from New York. We will see you out in Boston coming up next.